We're at Broadway at the beach at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We're going to take you on a complete biking tour and show you around. Let's start our tour with the beautiful Ferris wheel. We're looking into the sun, but we'll see it again from a different angle. It was spinning earlier. They do maintenance on it early in the morning, but now it looks like it's not moving. Let's check out some of the rides over here. So if you're not familiar, this is Pavilion West on this side. So they have Myrtle Turtle, it's a kiddie coaster. And they have a scrambler-like ride, which is fun for everybody. They've got the seaside swing, of course the Ferris wheel. They've got a carousel. They've got this drop tower here. This is like a kiddie ride with some little cars. It's really cute. It's got the teacups. So lots to do over here in the Pavilion West area. All right, now we're heading by some of the stores. There's the back of Man Cave, Masters Edition Fine Art Gallery. Looking over there towards the Grumpy Monk. Here's Southern Living. Southern Candle Studios, Toy Island, Vintage House, right ahead, straight ahead is their guest services. Don't confuse this with other things that may say Broadway information. That is not their guest services. If you want guest services, you want to come over here. So this is Pavilion Central that we are about to go by. So you can see the East, West, Central sign right there. East has been demolished, so it's not there anymore. But here is the Beast, which is Brian's absolute favorite ride. Try to put a clip in here of him on it. Rock and roll. So it's like one of those, spinner rides, like a Himalaya type ride. It's got this Gravitron type ride. It's like an outdoor Gravitron. I'll get a better shot of that right up here. That really big ride is Speed XXL, which Brian also enjoys, and my nephew rode it and said you can see the ocean from the top of it. And then this is a giant slide, the thing that says Broadway at the beach. It's a huge slide, and then you've got the swings, and also another spinner called American Swing. We'll get a better view of that coming up. And they're doing the street cleaning, and trust me, it's very necessary. They do a great job keeping the parking lots nice and tidy. Every time we come over here biking, we see them cleaning with a street cleaner, street sweeper. So you can see the cars are a little more suspended on American Swing, so you swing out to the side as it spins. That's a lot of fun. And there are the swings, traditional swings. And they also have some refreshments and things like that over there at that snack stand. So there's the sign again. So we're gonna come out here. Up here is the fudgery, the back of the fudgery. You're gonna get a little noise from the street sweeper. That's the back of the Carolina. They have the Carolina barbecue there, Sweet Molly's Creamery. We Are Sweets. Dodging a little water here. Tiki Gems. Oh wow. Hawk. Wow. And crows chasing the hawk. There's the back of Rack Room Shoes. And this right here is I'll stop right here to talk about it. This is the theater that used to be the 3D theater, but also had a magician last year, and he's, pretty well-known Vegas magician, and he was gonna come back this year, but because of the situation, he did not, but he says he's coming back next year. Charles Bach, I believe is his name, and you can leave a comment if that's wrong, but I think that's right. Also the Quickie Mart you can see over there, and the 4D Simpsons Theater, and then there's Joe's Crab Shack. Now we're biking behind that former 3D theater, which now houses the magic show when it's in operation, which is not now. And we're coming up to where they demolished Pavilion East I'm gonna go slow so you can see we're about to go over some gravel, so it'll be a little bumpy. Pavilion East, which is a bunch of rides, arcade, bumper cars, everything. Also the AMC movie theater, formerly Carmike. Magic Quest, Dragon's Lair Golf, all gone. And apparently we've been told that there's gonna be a place called The Hangout, which is like a big bar restaurant complex, plus an amphitheater. But because of the current situation, I think all that's on hold. So I don't know if that's still true or if it's changed. And because they have us all blocked off, we're gonna go outside and go back around and then pick up the tour. And when I mentioned that it's 1.5 miles all the way around, I was referring to if you bike the complete outer perimeter, not darting in like we are. I wanted to give you a closer tour. You see Margaritaville across the way. We'll get a much closer shot of that. You can also see the Hampton Inn. And so this road right here that I'm facing, that's Grissom. And Broadway at the Beach is between Bypass 17, Grissom, 29th Avenue, and 21st Avenue North. Both of those are Avenue North. So if you're looking for it, that's where it's located. It's a huge entertainment complex. Now this is a sad sight over here. This is the graveyard of the rides from Pavilion East. So sad. Since there's no cars, I'll come over here, get a little closer look. See all the little kiddie rides, the old pirate ride. Ah, so sad. Little boats. All right, let me cross back over here. So if you head straight down that road right there, that heads towards the beach. That's the direction of the beach, just to give you perspective. Broadway's approximately a mile or so from the beach. That's not exact, but approximately. There's the Hampton Inn. So this looks out over Broadway at the beach. And when there's not the demolition and construction going on, you have an amazing view. We've stayed there before. It's a truly amazing view. But right now, like I said, there's the big swath of scorched earth, so to speak, where they're doing the demolition and rebuilding. And so there is the Hampton Inn. Go up here and take a little look-see. Get a closer view. We really enjoyed the time we stayed here. It's been many, many years, so I can't vouch for it currently. So if you've stayed here recently, leave us a comment. And I am having to hoof it uphill. It's funny, it's a steep little hill. You don't run into many hills in Myrtle Beach when you're biking, but it's definitely a little bit of a hill. And there you've got the entrance. So yeah, nice hotel when we stayed here. We really enjoyed it. So if you want something different than the beach, or if you really enjoy the bars and restaurants and entertainment here at Broadway, great place to stay. All right, we're gonna cut in to this parking lot over here and come up on Margaritaville. I'm gonna actually swing around to get a better angle. There is the lighthouse that goes with their sandbar. That is the main bar outside Margaritaville, but they also have a huge bar inside, and it's really big inside. If you haven't been in, it's a nice place. Lots of people love it. If you don't know, that's Jimmy Buffett's restaurant, owned. There's Blondie's Cold Stone Creamery, and then here's the big sign for Margaritaville. Heroes Harbor. And also, if you see these signs over here in the parking lot, they do have pickup. So if you don't want to eat in right now, you can come over here and do curbside pickup, so to speak. It's pretty cool. So there's another option if you enjoy the food at Margaritaville. Earthbound Trade Market. Now we'll come up here and we're getting closer to the aquarium, which is Brian and I's favorite place here. We love everything at Broadway, but we especially love the aquarium. I'll link a video above of our recent film of the penguin habitat. So there's another view of Margaritaville. Here's the back of the aquarium. We'll get a better shot up here. Over here, since there's no cars, we've got lovely fountain with the shark topiary, another shark topiary. Pretty neat. If you haven't been to Ripley's Aquarium, we also have a full tour. I'll link that above. It's a really cool place. There you can see the lake at Broadway. Actually circle back around also to give you another view of the aquarium. I think this is one of the great attractions here, as I mentioned. We love it here. Plus it's always fun to bike up this hill. There's like a little hill here, more ducks. But the aquarium is really awesome. And again, don't bring your bike in. I mean, you could park your bike right there, but don't ride around during their open hours. But we've also got to get this quintessential shot across the lake. Beautiful, really neat, gorgeous. I love it this time of the morning when it's so peaceful, but love walking around later when there's more people. Sorry for the bumps, it's bumpy deck. Come back around here so we can see the penguins. Love these penguin topiaries too, very cool. Very, very neat. Some more ducks. And got the back of Palmetto Paradise. T-shirt connection. Sand and sun, comfortable footwear, designer sunglasses, Maxi Electronics, Ben & Jerry's. And then this large building here is Paula Deen's kitchen. And then we'll work our way over to the avenue next, but there's a few more stores over here to take a look at. Got the back of Krabby Jack's General Store, Toys-Asaurus, the Stupid Factory. Got a car coming up, so I need to keep my eye on that. Because I don't know if they're keeping an eye on me. Now they finally got on the other side of the street, which is nice. And more ducks. This is your duck tour. All right, so coming up here is the avenue. First we have Melt. They have wood-fired pizza. They also have Melt type sandwiches, a good variety. It's a really good menu. We went in there and checked it out right when they opened. Pretty neat. And then also got the avenue here, and definitely don't do this during normal hours, but there's no one here right now. They are not open. I'm just gonna bike by really quick and show you a few things. Here's Dave & Buster's. We've got across there Bar Louie. And also here's the rest of the avenue. Down here, we've got Crocodile Rocks, Hard Rock Cafe, Wahlburgers, Malibu's, and Oz. Again, people keeping Broadway looking lovely. They do such a good job. All right, let's go check out the other side. So there's the back of Dave & Buster's. You can see it's huge. If you're not familiar with Dave & Buster's, it's a restaurant, an arcade, and a bar, and we absolutely love it. We actually haven't eaten at the restaurant. We have gone to the bar, and mostly we go there to play games. So many games. We really enjoy the Star Trek coin pusher, but there's all kinds of games. Very modern, all the latest arcade games. Lots of fun. And you can also play some games for prizes, which is what we do. We play that Star Trek coin pusher, like Brian got a Nintendo Switch last year. So you can get some really, really nice things if you put some time and effort into it. And money, of course. There's the other side of the avenue. Carolina Comedy Club. Now, I will mention, just because of the situation we're in right now, always, always either go to the website or even better call these places of business before you go. Make sure they're open, because some things are open and some things aren't. I would say most things are open, but some things aren't. There's the new ice cream candy, Horsing Around, Mr. Duck Sportswear, Harley Davidson, Kilwin's Chocolates, and there's the Ron John Surf Shop. Just gonna do a real quick pan in here. So just for reference, I know some of you will say, why aren't there any people? This is so early. This is like 7:30 in the morning, and that's the only reason I'm doing this. I would never do this when they're open. They don't open, I think the aquarium opens at 9, and that's the earliest. And I don't think anything else is open until 10. Backstage escape games, Pepper Palace, backstage mirror maze. And then this is another restaurant we really enjoy, Landry's Seafood, but they also have a bunch of other stuff. Really, really good. We haven't been there in a while, but we've always enjoyed it. Looks like they've got curbside pickup as well. About to go into a hole here. All right, I'm gonna go back out and around and show you the Swan Boots. I think I'm actually gonna do a U-turn so we can get a little closer, but you can see WonderWorks. You can see the Swan Boots. Really cool. See the grumpy monk over there. One thing that's so nice about Broadway at the beach is their landscaping and the way they maintain it. Just like I said about the cleaning, they keep it clean, they keep it nice. Let's do a little U-turn up here and take a closer look at those. All right, a little closer pass. Also facing this way, you can see Landry's outdoor seating right there. There's the Swan Boots, Ron John's, and then that whole look back across towards the Hampton Inn that we saw on the other side. Right across the street here is a Mexican restaurant and bar and grill. It's a really big building. We have not been there. They used to be a different restaurant, and we haven't tried that. So if you've tried it, leave us a comment, let us know how it is. We're gonna come up here and take a right and show you a few other things that are, some of these things are actually listed on Broadway, even though they're not in the main section of Broadway, but they're still considered Broadway attractions. And there's also some restaurants over here and hotels. So again, if you don't want to stay at that Hampton that's right at Broadway, you could stay across the street and still be able to walk to everything. So here's where we're going to turn on to 20. We're going to cross 29th and go straight across, just to give you directions in case you want to do this as well. So this is called Resort Drive across the street. So here's the sign of what's over here. Legends is a big draw when it's open. I don't think it's running right now. Definitely check their website. We'll go by there and get a good look because they've got the Blues Brothers car out front, which is a lot of fun, and you can get your picture made with it. And you can do that right now, even when they're not open, because it's right out front. It's pretty cool, especially if you're a Blues Brothers fan. Brian really likes them, so he always loves to get a selfie there when we bike by. It's like a tradition. Got this nice waterway, and then across the street, we've got one of the first hotels here. And then also the entrance for the Holiday Inn Express, but I'll show you a better one. This is the Fairfield right here. Got the Fairfield Inn. So as you can see, it's really close to Broadway. If you wanted to stay somewhere other than that Hampton Inn, definitely doable. And then we're gonna go over here because we've got Rio's, which I know at least one of you said was really good, and I thank you for telling us that. It's always good to hear back. As you may not know, or you may know, Brian is a pescatarian, which is a vegetarian that eats seafood. So a Brazilian steakhouse, unfortunately, is not gonna be high on our list of places to go eat, but it's really great to know for other people that this was really good. So thanks for sharing that, appreciate it. Me, I would love it because I love Brazilian food and I love steak and I love meat. So I would love it, but not good for the two of us. Here you go, there's Rio's. Directly across from Rio's is Legends in concert. If you're not familiar with Legends, I do have a really close friend that went to see this, and she told me all about it. It's tributes to famous people, so they're somewhat lookalikes and sound-alikes, and it's live performances. As I mentioned, due to the current circumstances, at least at the time this was filmed, it may have changed, so check their website or call them. They are not open right now, but I expect that to change. Here is the Blues Brother car. How cool is that? So you can just come up anytime. This is out here all the time and take a picture if you're a Blues Brothers fan. We've got several that Brian has taken. I'll put one up here, but that's really neat. So I'll ride around here to the front, show you that. So here's what it looks like from the front. There's their marquee. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's where the old Planet Hollywood used to be. Leave a comment if I'm wrong. I may be wrong. It's been so long since that pulled out that I can't remember for sure, but I think that's where it was. And then we also have in the same parking lot the Carolina Ale House. This is a chain, but it's the only location anywhere near here I know about. And I did notice last time we were here they had a curbside pickup sign. I don't know if they still do. I don't see the sign anymore, but anyway, there it is. And so another place to eat. So see, there's options across the street from Broadway at the beach as well. And then we'll come up here and take a look at the Holiday Inn Express, get a better view of that. Here's a much better view than street side of the Holiday Inn Express. Some of the rooms overlook this beautiful little pond with a little fountain. And there's the Fairfield right back there. But I mean, it's a pretty good sized pond. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.